this moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Good morning, good afternoon. Whenever you're listening, welcome to Young People Nation.
All right.
And this is a safe space for people to talk about their mental challenges. We just, first of all, like to thank God. We just thank God for how he blessed us to be able to even be a steward over this.
Oh, yes.
And also, we like to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank our supporters. I said spank.
Yep.
Oh, no. We'd like to thank everyone who has just helped us in this process. This has been a great process.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so today we have Mr. Terrell Chavis. He is a master barber. Let's talk about you a little bit.
All right.
He's a master barber. He's an innovator. He's the real
cut experience.
Yes.
Yes,
And he's into financial literacy. And so he's doing a lot in the community as a young 22-year-old man. And he's connected himself with men who are like-minded so he can build his relationship with God and have a safe space where he can build himself as a man, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're in session 1. And so in session 1, we're going to talk about the importance of a solid foundation in mental health. Now, when we met with you, you talked heavily about that. Share with us what a solid foundation means to you as a 22-year-old.
A solid foundation is everything to me. Not just as a 22-year-old, but as a man. In my opinion, foundation is like what sets the tone, and depending upon like how you more so set that foundation, everything is built on top of that foundation. So just kind of like relating back to the Bible, I think it's Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. It was more so talking about a house being built on solid rock. So my solid foundation just so happens to be God.
Yes.
And the reason behind that is because not only have I witnessed for myself, but also witnessed for others what happens when he's not the foundation.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
yes.
yeah.
Comes crashing down pretty easily, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about longevity. In my opinion, there's really no point of starting something if you don't really see yourself doing it for a long time. And I definitely don't want to build something if I'm not confident that it'll be built, to last. So
yes,
yeah.
And one thing, when we talked with you, when we had lunch, we had a good time, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still thinking about those lamb chops.
Those lamb chops. So, you talked about solid foundation and mental health. Pack that for us as a young man, because you're a young man. And one thing, just spending the time when I met you originally, I said, wow, he is very mature to be so young.
Yes, ma'am. Well, number one, it hasn't always been where it is now, even though I'm still growing and still, getting, and really just finding myself and building myself as a man. But mental health, just like a foundation, it sets the tone. Like, it determines the way that you think. It determines the way that you feel sometimes. It determines the way that you sleep. It just determines the way that you operate, not just as a man, but as a human being, as a spiritual being. So, yeah, like, it plays a factor on how you more so move and maneuver throughout this world and throughout this life.
I know with my experience and all in the military and all, we the military does not really consider the mental stability of young people, because you got 18-year-olds in charge of a tank, and they be driving around and can go haywire and go run over somebody or run over and demolish a building, and they never considered the mental stability or the moral status. Cause right now, our country is in the dilemma with everything going on with top secrets and all. We have people go to jail for getting out top secrets through the computers and all.
Right.
You know, and the mental stability that what they thinking. Matter of fact, they got a case now where this young man went and gave out all this top secret information over the computer and all to show to his friends and all. E4 in Air Force, and I'm sure if they knew his mental stability wasn't stable, he wouldn't be in charge of all the top secrets of the country.
Yeah.
You know, our culture talks about men being in leadership and men setting the tone.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about, in two well-versed men, about the importance of mental stability for a man.
In the Bible, because
That's your reference.
yeah, that's my reference. Like,
Yes,
I can only.
come on.
You're a rare individual.
Look,
Yes.
one thing that before I speak, before I enter any place, I pray that God uses me.
Hallelujah.
So when I speak, I make sure that I reference it back to the source.
Yes.
But going back to your question, in the Bible it says that the man is the head, and women are the tail.
Right.
So it's everything. Just like you said, like it's sometimes we can be the foundation, you know, for a lot of people. We set the tone.
Yes.
So we were placed on this earth to lead. So if we're not investing or taking the time out to take care of ourselves, then what do you think or expect for everything that we're supposed to be leading? How do you think that's going to impact? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for other people that's more so watching me or watching you or just other men around the world, if they see that we're taking our mental health as a priority, then they'll start taking the initiative to do the same thing for themselves as well. So
And it's important that you all see healthy. Yes. Yes,
I
sir.
always seen that a man leading his family, when a child, when he goes out to make a decision, before he make that decision on whatever he gonna do, he should see the face of his father, a leader, or that person in his life, so that he will make the right decision. And if he getting ready to do the wrong thing, like, you know, get up and say, I'm gonna rob a bank this morning, or shoot somebody, he should see the face of that person that's influencing his life.
That's powerful.
absolutely.
That's
That
powerful.
makes sense.
isn't it? Yeah, that's powerful, because there are people that have spoken to me in my life as a woman, because my mom has been gone for 20 years and my
Yes.
dad for almost 30, but you know, their wisdom is still talking to me.
Right. Spirit is still there.
That wisdom is still in there. I hear it. So that is really
That's
good.
a blessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a blessing. And that's
Yes.
how you know
Yes.
how important it is. The fact that you just said, you know, they have transitioned over 40, 30 years ago,
Yes.
but the words, the wisdom that
Yes.
the life that they spoken inside of you is still present.
Yes.
That's a blessing.
Yes.
And you know, that lays a foundation right there.
Yes.
Men, you have to take the responsibility of raising your kids. If you not being there, they are subject to anything or any influence that come around, and their mental stability is based on a cartoon character or somebody out of a novel or a book. You don't want that legacy for your offspring,
Right.
their heritage.
And that's the importance. Like, we hear a lot about therapy now, more so than when we were
Oh, yeah.
younger.
Right.
So you talked to us about your experience as with a family therapist. So
ma'am.
what did that look like for you? Did you walk away a little better? Did it make you think?
Well, just like you said, this is my first time. So of course you hear about it, you know, you see other people doing it, and then you see a lot of people that don't do it. So, you know, it was kind of hard for me to know what to expect. But overall, like, it's healthy.
Okay.
Like, I feel like, especially in the community, in the Black community, you know, we speak upon things that's actually healthy as if it's something that's bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just like your body. Like, if you're intentionally investing time into bettering your body and putting your health at its best, then why would you not want to invest time into making sure everything is on the same page?
Yes.
Making sure that you're on one accord. So
mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. It was dope. It was definitely a dope experience. Of course, it was just an introduction because you know, you can't really dive. Well, that particular session, we wasn't able to really dive deep into everything. But as far as the introduction, like, it was dope. It's something that I definitely,
I like to commend you on having the courage to do that, because in many neighborhoods and in many societies, they look down on that, of saying, I need some help. If I know what my friend's going to say, or what they're going to put on Facebook, or what they're going to text about me and all, because I'm supposed to be perfect.
Right.
And those are the type of people that you see that goes off and go
End up cracking.
Cracking,
Yes.
run over people with cars or shooting.
And I want to say I commend my husband for getting help when, you know, we had the things that happened in 2021. He said, and he's real solid in his relationship with God, like solid.
That's what's up, man.
However, he recognized I need to get some help.
Right.
And for his wife, I say, hey, what do I need to do to help support you in your process?
Say that. Hold on. Say that one more time. One more time.
What do I need to do to help you in your process? Because we are iron sharpening iron. We're friends, and I make sure, and he makes sure we're good.
That's a helpmate.
There's no lacking.
Right.
So I commend him at saying, hey, I need help. Let's reach out to our mentor for reference. We talked to our pastor, you know, and but we went and got professional help. He wanted to do it as us together, because I was like, do you want to do it by yourself? Do you want to do it together? He said, I'd rather do it with my friend.
Right.
That blessed me.
Man, that is a blessing, man. Y'all got me over here cheesing. That's a helpmate right there, though.
So yes, and thank God for the community that taught me about that.
Right.
Okay?
Thank
And
God.
you're real solid in your relationship with God.
Yes, man.
What's the importance of that? Especially, you know, your age is 22, but you got the wisdom of someone much older. So what is the importance of that for you as a young man?
Foundation.
Foundation. Go back to right down to foundation.
Back to foundation. You know, growing up, because, you know, like I said before, like, in order to even get to this position, you have to feel empty. Like, I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like God fills you up the most at that time when you need him the most. The time that you are really open to hearing and you're seeking him.
Yes.
So growing up, of course, you know, I made a lot of mistakes, but one thing that my parents always told me, if you learn how to do it right the first time, you won't have to do it again.
Right.
So God is right. God is true. So early on, you know what I'm saying, me investing my time into building my relationship with him, that was my right.
Okay.
And if I do it right, I won't have to do it again.
That's good.
See, you have a basic foundation. I know when I was growing up and all, and I tell you, you know, I went through a lot of emotional downplaying and stuff because I didn't get my first facial hair until I was 23.
Look, you see, I only got a little goatee.
You got goatee and all, but
you have respect.
But can you imagine being 21 and 22 and don't have no hair on your face?
Right.
And here's my brother with a full beard, and you know, and we used to go to places, and they'll say, well, you can't come in because you're the little brother. I'm like, I'm the oldest. He said, no, it ain't. Let me see your ID. And all like that. And my brother just walk in. Full beard and all. And go to places he ain't supposed to go. And not a problem. But me, oh, you got a fake ID card. And I'm jumping up and down. I am the oldest. I am the oldest.
But
it's crazy.
the benefit, when he told me how old he was when we met, I was like, you lying. Because he never looked his age.
Right.
Never looked his age. And he showed me his driver's license, and I looked at him and looked at the license, looked at him again. I said,
You valid.
yeah, you valid. You real valid.
That's what's up. I'm gonna say this. I can relate to that because my brother, he's about to turn 21.
Okay.
I'm 22. He already got a beard before me. So something ain't right. It's something they like. Yeah. I need some answers.
Yeah, those things like that can play habit on your mental.
Really? Even as the growth of beards and stuff.
Oh yeah, a man's beard. That's the way. That's the first act of
manhood.
Yeah. Manhood.
Okay.
You walk around still looking like a little kid. Like, go there and sit down.
It's real.
Well, we're about to end this session. So talk to us and tell the young men, young ladies listening as well, give a closing comment on foundation and mental health, solid foundation and mental health.
You're not going to know everything right now. But just because you don't know everything, or you may be experiencing what you're experiencing right now, just understand that it's temporary. And any person that started anything that was worth having, they had to just start. There's not a perfect time. There's not a perfect place. Just start.
Awesome. Mr. Perry? Oh, no. Got to give out our mental health
That's
hotlines,
right.
though, because we don't know who's listening. Thank you, dear. We like to give out the 988 hotline. That's text 741 to 741. That's 24/7 service. There's the 211 General Community Line. And also it's NAMI, that's NAMI, that's the National Alliance on Mental Health. And you can go to their website and reach out to someone in the state that you're living in to get the help you need. Okay, Mr. Perry.
Okay. This picture in your mind, Jesus wept. It's such a powerful statement in the Bible, powerful verses. This picture that Jesus is crying as you walk through the door, and he sees everything that you did, where you've been, what you're going to do, and what you could be. Is he crying for sorrow because of sorrow? Or is he crying because he knows he sees in you the hope of the future? I just want to leave with that thought. Remember, this is Young People Nation, and remember, there is always hope.
There's always hope.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There was nothing like the savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by his love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.